What's going on YouTube? Big D here, and it's time to review Arrow Season 3, Episode 17, titled Suicidal Tendencies. This is a spoiler review. If you've not seen the episode, I advise you guys to go watch the episode first, because it's a huge episode. We'll side plot for not just Oliver Diggle. So go to cw.com/arrow, watch the full episode there. Come back. It should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you my pros and cons, and final score at the end. Thanks again for joining me, and let's get right to it. Don't forget I review other CW shows like The Flash and Supernatural. So, first off, Suicide Squad episode, holy crap. I love Deadshot. Deadshot's probably my favorite villain, besides Deathstroke, where, you know, he's Floyd Lawton, where it's just like, Suicide Squad rises again. I love it. So, Roy is a minister. We found that out in the beginning. Obviously, Brandon Routh just knows how to knock it out of the ballpark of humor. So he ends up, you know, getting Diggle and Layla, or was it Lila? Lila married for a second time, and it's cute. They get married again, and the news of Arrow's, you know, Arrow killing and everything, Ra's al Ghul did last week, it comes out on the news. So basically, Amanda Waller needs Diggle and Lila's help on a mission. So, or technically she needs Lila, and Diggle joins, because they're married and no honeymoon. So they're in Kaznia, and basically Deadshot tells Diggle, like, this job is not meant for people with families, like, it's not, you know, love is a bullet to the brain, basically, a bullet to the head. So there's a flashback, I love it, flashback where Floyd, Deadshot, he meets his daughter Zoe after a long while, and she doesn't remember him, obviously, so it's kind of like he's getting used to her again, and like seeing Zoe, I don't know if it's the first time seeing her, but you know, she's kind of like, who is this man type of thing. So yeah. Arrow fights 3 different Arrows. It's technically 4 altogether Arrows fighting, and they're league members. Maseo comes in and he's like, Roz is trying to persuade you to take the position. Embrace it. Do not run away from Ra's al Ghul. And then he throws the mist and they just disappear, and I'm like, really? Okay. So they disappear. Lol. Ray gets a face analysis of Oliver, and he finds out that Oliver is the Arrow, and then he does that Oliver Queen is the Arrow, like that type of moment. And Felicity, and he's gonna go after the Arrow basically, and he doesn't trust Felicity anymore. He's just like, he did not kill, there's an imposter out there. Yeah, right. So there's a flashback where Floyd had a breakdown basically, and he's making a sandwich for his daughter, and she's like, doesn't want to eat it, and he's like, what, you don't want to eat? He just slams he came back from war, you know, everyone has those moments, and it's really intense, and he grabs his wife, and he even has a gun in the back pocket. It's really, why does he have a gun in the back pocket if you're at home? But hey, well, kind of war, and he doesn't want to get help, and she calls the police, so thus him going to prison. Basically Ray goes to the police, and who is he talking to? Laurel, and he ends up saying, like, you're the Black Canary also and everything. So in Kaznia, the U.S. Senator is a bad guy. He rigged it because he wants to be president and everything. If I become a hero and I save these people, he hired militia people. So Deadshot is injured in the arm saving Cupid, and I like how she's like, my hero, and he's like, I take it back, now I want to die. Well, you got your wish though. So the U.S. Senator was going to run for president, and then he put explosives around the whole hospital. So basically there's a flashback again where Hive recruits Deadshot, and they want him to kill Diggle's brother, Andrew Diggle. You can't get away from the Diggle, or I forgot how it goes. If you wiggle the Diggle, I forgot how it goes, but it's funny. So basically, it's Ray versus Arrow. Not really. Adam kind of teases and plays with Arrow, and what's his name? Roy just gets electrocuted, and that's it. Like, he even fell in water too, and he, like, Oliver's like Roy. I mean, you know, excuse me, like, Roy. He's literally just like, dude, another Arrow, and that's it. I mean, he even left without Roy. Roy's in next week's episode. He's okay, but I mean, really? Caught you there, and you're writing, guys. We're almost done here. Oh, so Oliver basically tells Ray she chose you type of thing. So they stop the senator, and Deadshot is going to sacrifice himself, and basically Deadshot dies, the explosives go off, and Cupid, Diggle, and Lila get out with all the prisoners. Diggle is leaving Team Arrow, and Lila resigned. So the police station captain, or not Captain Lance, but this girl captain gets killed by Maceo at the end in the Arrow costume, and at the end we see him firing an arrow towards Felicity. Overall, what did I think about the Suicidal Tendencies episode? And I've been anticipating this for like 4 or 5 weeks just for the Suicide Squad returning. So, I mean, they filmed this episode maybe 6-7 weeks ago. No, like less than 6 weeks ago they filmed it. So, what did I think about it, man? First off, my pros. Funny, right off the bat. Brandon Routh knows how to bring the hilariosity, or not so seriously, I'm getting mixed up with words. He brings the funny seriousness at the same time, and you could believe how he does it. Deadshot, I mean, I believe Michael Rao, the actor who plays Deadshot, holy crap. No, I mean, I wish this was connected to the movies, because I would love to see his Deadshot be Deadshot in the Suicide Squad movie. But Will Smith, hey, bigger name, I get you, the money. But seriously, great Deadshot, and I don't believe he's dead. I believe he's going to come back with a mask and everything, like the true Deadshot look in a way. Or, I mean, possibly, I mean, most likely he's dead, but the way he went out, you know, got me in the feels. I was emotional there. The action in this episode overall, it is like nothing in this week really wowed me. There was a few choreography moments where the fake arrow like twirled around and fell on the ground. That was a cool moment. So there are some cool fighting and choreography, but nothing to make me go like, oh my god, you know, nothing like that. First off, the Atom and the effects that the Atom used and the gadgets that he used, very freaking cool, very fun, and it makes me very happy to be, you know, learn more about the Atom and watch the spinoff in the next year about with Captain Cold, Heatwave, the Atom, Firestorm, or Victor Garber, Firestorm. So it leaves me happy for that, and the action overall and the effects with it were just beautifully done. I mean, they didn't look fake, they didn't look cheesy as it did when he first flew the first time. It looked really cool and actually believable. And just the flashbacks with Floyd, it makes you more in depth to the character. And I heard people were like, oh, right when he gets interesting they kill him off. I think they'll bring him back in season 4. And I don't think we'll see him in season 3 again, but season 4, why would they get rid of a good part of the Suicide Squad? He is the Suicide Squad. Yeah, Cupid is stupid. No, the actress who plays her, she's good, but I mean, her for her part, but she didn't do much for me. She was kind of annoying me though too. I was like, oh my gosh, put a bullet in my brain, you know? Holy crap. The only cons really is the Deadshot dying. I didn't like that. Like, I like the way he went out, but also he was kind of like at the photo, and then I mean, I wish he could have been like, I'm sorry, I love my 2 ladies, something like that, and boom, and blow up. But I guess he wasn't much of a good father either way. May he rest in pieces. Also, the U.S. Senator thing, that whole type, I like them going on a mission, and I want more Suicide Squad. I would love a TV show of the Suicide Squad, but now that Deadshot's gone, it's kind of like, oh, yeah. But the U.S. Senator thing, it was kind of like, really? And, it's always the U.S. Senator. So basically, Ray going to Laurel, I thought that was a stupid move. But, of course, out of everyone, it would be Laurel. And also Oliver leaving Roy. It's a funny moment, but really that like he didn't even care for Roy getting hit at all. So, but mostly this episode is amazing. It's good. It's not great, but it's still enjoyable having Diggle and the emotional, romantic moments to emotional to funny to action to intensity of Ray and Oliver, you know, going at it where they're like, I'm going to give your name out to the media. No, you're not. Like those type of intense moments where Ray looks like the bad guy and Oliver looks like the bad guy. Plot twist. Ra's al Ghul's the bad guy. You expect me to say good guy. No. So overall, I'm gonna leave this episode a B plus. A B plus, very good. And next week's episode is titled Public Enemy. That looks even more action-packed than ever. So I'll see you guys next week for more Arrow and for Flash and Supernatural. Thanks again for watching. Hope all of you enjoyed. May the Spock be with you always. Hit that like button if you want to see more Suicide Squad very soon.